It was a typical January day in Boston in 1919. The air was cold, but the sun was shining and people went about their daily lives. However, in a matter of seconds, that normal day would turn into an unimaginable nightmare when a 7-meter wave of sticky brown molasses, traveling at 56 kilometers per hour, swept through the streets, destroying everything in its path and claiming the lives of 21 innocent people. How could such an absurd and horrible event have happened? Keep reading, because the story of the Boston molasses flood is something you won't believe. The source of this sticky catastrophe was a huge storage tank, 15 meters high and 27 meters in diameter. Located in Boston's North End, it belonged to the Purity Distilling Company and, on that fateful day, contained more than 8.7 million liters of molasses. This was not just any molasses, but molasses that was being fermented to produce industrial alcohol, a key ingredient in the manufacture of ammunition, making it a very valuable product. During World War I, however, there were early warning signs. Residents had reported that the tank had been creaking and leaking for weeks, and children even collected the leaking molasses to eat. But these warnings were ignored. Then, at exactly 12:30 p.m., the unthinkable happened. With a roar described as the firing of a machine gun, the colossal tank ruptured. A huge wave of molasses, thicker and denser than water, exploded outward. Buildings were swept from their foundations, horses drowned, and people were trapped in the inescapable current. The force was so immense that a nearby elevated train structure was damaged and a fire station was completely destroyed. The scene was one of total chaos and devastation, something never before seen in the city. The aftermath was just as grim. Rescue efforts were hampered by the sticky molasses, which was chest deep, making movement extremely difficult and trapping victims. Firefighters, police, and even naval cadets worked tirelessly to pull people out of the quagmire. The molasses cooled and thickened, making the recovery process even more difficult, and it took days to find all the victims. The cleanup was monumental, as salt water was needed to dissolve the molasses, and the distinctive sweet smell lingered in the North End for decades, a haunting reminder of the tragedy. In the wake of the disaster, investigations revealed a shocking truth. The tank had been poorly constructed and had not undergone proper testing. The company had rushed its construction to meet the demands of the war, cutting corners and ignoring safety protocols. The Boston molasses flood led to significant changes in industrial safety standards and construction practices, and served as a harsh lesson in corporate responsibility and the devastating consequences of negligence. It remains one of the strangest and most tragic events in American history, a sticky stain on the city's past, forever etched in the annals of time.